Okay, when you're ready.
Hello, I'm calling to report a brush fire 1 mile south of exit 10 on 99. Yes, I will evacuate immediately. Thank you.
From 1990 to 2006, there were 64,588 wildfires in the USA. From 2004 to 2013, they burned nearly 7 million acres. So we got that from the FEMA website.
This tractor represents Carl's tractor. Carl is a firefighter in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. We Skyped with him and we learned that he uses this tractor to cut lines that prevent a fire from gaining fuel from brush and trees.
Carl told us that his main problem is communication. He specifically said that he needs to be kept up to the minute with weather reports and changes in the wind that could send the fire dangerously close to him. While on the scene, he only gets a weather report every half hour and they're not even local forecasts.
Whoa, help!
Carl also told us that he thinks he would rather run for his life than deploy a fire shelter. A fire shelter is a large human-sized body tent that is made to protect you from heat and fire, but while using it, you're at risk of heat-inflicted injury. Carl says, if you use a fire shelter, you're putting yourself at risk of being a human baked potato.
Through our research, we discovered that the wildfire firefighter death percentage from aircraft crashes was 23%, and the burnover death rate was 21%. That's crazy.
Our team decided that our solution to Carl's problem with communication and the ability to monitor changes in the fire is drones. Here are the two main reasons that we think that drones can help firefighters across the USA. Number one, through our research we discovered how expensive it is to fly a helicopter. It costs $8,000 every hour and can take up to 3 hours to reach the scene of the fire. Plus, as Kai just said, the number one reason for firefighter deaths in wildfires is aircraft accidents, so hopefully with the drone we can prevent this. Number two, a drone could warn a firefighter of, say, the wind changing direction, it getting too hot to breathe, and weather reports on the spot.
Using all of this information, we decided to create a drone that could be deployed on scene during the fire.
Our drone would have 1, an anemometer, 2, a hydrometer, 3, a GPS, 4, a heat-resistant camera, and 5, a thermal camera.
I better use my drone to have a look around. The fire is getting closer and the window's changed direction. I better evacuate. Now, as you can see, the firefighter does not run for his life without a drone. He is warned about the wind and fire changes before he has to escape.
And this is a 3D model of two plates that would go on the bottom and the top of the drone holding the devices for measuring the changes in the fire. This green miniature camera represents a very small camera which would have to be made out of heat or fire-resistant material, just like the rest of everything here to withstand the heat of the fire. It can tell the firefighter of his exact location, the location of the fire, and the location of landmarks and potential hazards. The other camera, in red, is a thermal camera. The thermal camera can tell firefighters of hotspots before and after a fire, and it can tell firefighters of hotspots that can potentially rekindle a fire even after it's officially put out. In the middle, there's a GPS. The GPS can tell the firefighter of his exact location and the locations of other firefighters so that they can all coordinate their movements. On the other plate, there's an anemometer in blue. An anemometer is a device for measuring wind speed and direction. It can be used to tell a firefighter where a fire is going to be before it gets there, if the wind changes direction, and if it's suddenly going to flare up, if the wind speed increases. The other device on the plate is a hydrometer. Hydrometers are used to detect changes in humidity, and it can tell the firefighter if the fire is going to flare up if the humidity suddenly drops, or if the fire is going to die down if the humidity suddenly rises.
On October 18th, we presented our drone solution and our robot design to a large group of engineers, educators, and technology enthusiasts at the Tech Jam in Burlington Memorial Auditorium. There were hundreds in attendance at the Tech Jam. We targeted this group to present to because we thought that they were the innovators capable of running with our idea. The end.